Morgan, you can call me crazy.
You're crazy.
I got the chills a little bit today. And maybe I'm fiending for some basketball, but the NBA in-season schedule came out today. We know when the Kings are playing their in-season tournament games, and is a good chance to see if they're playing on national TV or not, and they are.
So you're crazy because
check.
you're excited.
Yeah, and I think some people are like, oh, I don't know about the NBA in-season tournament. Some people are going, what the hell are you talking about? Yes, the NBA is busting out their first ever NBA in-season tournament. So they've got 6 groups.
6, okay.
3 in each conference.
Got it.
On Tuesday and Friday. So the month of November, they're playing these in-season tournament games.
Love it.
You have 8 teams who advance to a single elimination.
Ooh, love a single elimination.
Yeah, little single
Okay.
elimination games. And then you've got the semifinals and then the championship game being played December 7th. And then the championship game December 9th in Las Vegas, a little neutral site for the first ever NBA Cup. Now, you're wondering, okay, who are the teams who advance? Well, if you're at the top of each group, you advance. Plus, you've got 2 wildcard teams, 1 from each conference. So 8 total advance to the single elimination tournament.
You got this down, and your breakdown is really nice. So proceed now. What group are the Kings in?
So the Kings are in this group. They are with Oklahoma City, San Antonio, Minnesota, and Golden State.
Cool.
You play 4 games.
So you have to be the top of that group
To advance.
to advance.
You could be a wild card, and that's based on record and
Cute.
a
No.
lot of tiebreaker situations that we'll focus on later, but we want the Kings to win their grouping. So the league kickstart this starting November 3rd, but the Kings' first in-season tournament game will be November 10th when they are at home taking on the OKC Thunder. That's going to be a lot of fun. One, because OKC, they're going to be good this year.
Yeah, just alone that game on a Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it either way. But now that it's a cup game,
Yeah.
or can I call it a cup
Call it a
game?
cup game. I
Now
like
that
it.
it's a cup game, I'm curious to see how the players approach it. If they do approach it differently, I know that's like been the biggest topic. Is like, why do these players want to win, or why do they even want to play these games? Well, it's part of their schedule anyway.
Yeah,
so.
that's a good point you just mentioned. These games still count toward the regular season anyway. So
Yeah.
you still want to win them no
Yeah.
matter what. Just adds a little more with a chance to maybe compete in Vegas. So I think that's cool. It's different. It makes it more exciting. We can get into that in a second.
Okay.
So that first game will be Friday, November 10th against the Oklahoma City Thunder. That'll be fun. Then the next Friday, they head to San Antonio.
Hello.
A matchup with Victor Wembanyama.
Oh,
And
man.
that game is going to be on ESPN.
Of course it is. Anything.
Nationally televised game.
Wemby is there. It's an in-season tournament game. It's on national television. Makes sense.
Then the next Friday, they head to Minnesota with
Okay.
a matchup with the Ant-Man. Cat Gobert launching threes this offseason. That matchup will be in Minnesota. That will be Friday, November 24th.
Okay.
And then just a few days later, Tuesday night in Sacramento, a matchup with the Golden State Warriors. That game will be on
man.
TNT.
Amazing.
So you get 2 nationally televised games out of this, and honestly, I think the Kings grouping is a lot of fun. You got some good teams in here. You can make the case that all these teams have a chance to be in the playoffs this year, except San Antonio.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's a little aggressive.
they're
but
exciting.
Yeah,
You know what I
I'll
mean?
give you
Like-
that. The definition, yes, of exciting these
Yes.
teams. Absolutely agree with that. And I especially love it too, that Tuesday game, that last game, November 28th against the Golden State Warriors, like what if the Kings are on the verge of being the top team in their grouping, and so
To
they have
advance?
to win this game. And that is where it even gets more exciting for us. And I think when you think about the sense of pride for players and in their competitive nature, that's another reason why they would get excited about going into a game like this.
Look, I know the reality is there's some people who are skeptical. What's this mean? What's an NBA Cup mean? I think how I look at it, it's pretty simple. Early in the NBA season, we're basketball junkies, so we just love every game. But there are casuals out there too, or people who just don't watch every single game. If there's a game that has a perceived extra meaning to it, maybe it attracts a greater audience. And honestly, maybe the players get a little more into this too. I don't see the harm in it. Like it's not going to hurt the game. You
And
know
it
what I
doesn't
mean?
add games to the play, or like except one, right?
If you make the championship, you get one extra game.
So
But if you're playing
two
for
teams,
who cares?
two teams are
Yes.
getting one extra game, and they're both playing for money. I guess.
Yes.
One team, obviously the championship team will be winning more.
But I think that makes it intriguing too. And as this goes on, I'd like to see how it evolves. You know, I think you could get a little crazy with it down the road. Maybe you're
What do you
playing,
mean?
maybe teams from Europe are involved. Olympiacos.
Love it.
Think about some of these EuroLeague teams, maybe an NBL team.
The tweaks will come.
Yeah, but I think this is a good first step. And I think people were skeptical about the play-in tournament. And guess what? I was skeptical about the play-in tournament.
You were.
Now it's like a fun event
was
that the
I.
league puts on. So why not make the early season a little more intriguing without taking away, adding a ton of extra games? Makes Tuesday and Fridays a little more intriguing too. I'm all about it.
Yeah, can't wait for November basketball.
Did I sell
baby.
you on it?
I'm sold.
And let's be really honest.
What?
And Kings fans, you can let me know in the comments. NBA fans, you would be pretty pumped if your team won the NBA, the first ever NBA Cup.
Yeah, well, okay.
It doesn't-
The NBA fans that are watching this, please let us know, because we know that Sacramento is a different market, and like they're just excited about a Tuesday night game without it being a cup game. So, NBA fans, would you be excited if your team advanced to the championship?
You can let us know in the comments. You can also email us, deuceandmo.com. Click on contact and let us know there. Yeah, I think I would be super pumped for it. Now, does it mean like, is it a Larry O'Brien trophy? No, it's not a championship trophy like an NBA Finals. We know this. But again, I'm all about adding a little intrigue to the early season. I'm on board.
You know what else too? I think sometimes people, like, we all make jokes about Summer League Championship and all those things, however you want to look at that. But when you look at this in-season tournament, I think there's a lot more pressure on you as a team that maybe wins this tournament. And as you go on throughout the season, like, can you uphold that same type of caliber of play, or, you know, that championship mentality? I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Another thing I'm interested in, and we'll find out later this week, is the league going to structure it so these teams who are playing in cup games, playing these Tuesday and Friday night game when all these teams play, are they going to be coming on back-to-backs? Is it going to be similar to the regular season, or are they going to make sure there's some space? I don't know. That's going to be something to watch too.
And then one serious question. So whatever team wins the cup game, are there shirts being made too that like
Shirts?
2023?
Yes.
Oh, wait, would that be 2023?
NBA Cup, yeah.
NBA Cup
There's going to be merch. There's going to be merch.
Ugh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm in.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these veteran teams kind of look at this opportunity.
And the teams that have had health issues in the
Yeah.
beginning of, or like what, load management or whatever they want to go about.
How pissed will the league be if like Golden State goes, yeah, we're actually Steph's not playing that Tuesday in Sac.
I mean, but
resting.
that's the thing. Like, look at the schedule ahead and play those games. Like, be a competitor and play those games.
Honestly, looking at the Kings grouping, this matchup with OKC, San Antonio, Minnesota, and Golden State, they got a shot. They got a shot to come out of this group.
I think
Okay.
you would have said that with like almost any group right now.
If you like this content, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed too. We appreciate you guys so much.